Today, I'm going to teach you about a brad pusher, a cool little tool you didn't know you needed. To understand what a brad pusher is, you first need to know what a brad is. This is a brad. Basically, it's a little nail. It comes in these strips because you typically use it with a pneumatic nailer, like this. These will run you $50 to $100. To use one of these, you're also going to need an air compressor. That also runs you $200. Another option is to just buy a battery-powered nailer, and that'll be about $200 as well. Or you can just get a brad pusher for $10. And it may not save you time, but it definitely could save you some money. At first glance, it just looks like a screwdriver. This steel tip, however, is spring-loaded. It's also hollow, but inside of it is a metal rod that is stationary. So when you push this tip all the way down, the stationary rod pops out. Basically, the rod on the inside is like a little hammer, and the tube holds the brad where you want it to be. Brads come in several different lengths. Like I said, they're glued together using a heat-activated glue, so when you're installing it, it'll re-liquefy and glue itself in. It also has these little ridges to help keep it in. In order to use it in a brad pusher, we're going to have to separate them. You can do this by hand, but it's kind of hard. The best way is to use a pair of wire cutters and just snip the tip. That'll separate them. Also, you can use the wire cutters to shorten them in case you didn't have the right length on hand or you couldn't find one short enough. I'm going to show you a couple ways to use a brad pusher. When I was building a racetrack for my son for Christmas, I had to install these long square dowels down the length of the track to make each lane. They were kind of small to use screws, so I opted for some wood glue and a brad pusher. So basically, I just traced a line where the wood needed to go, put a layer of glue down, put down my dowel, flipped it over, and I snipped the brads short enough so they wouldn't pop out, and then you just press it in. That's it. If you got a piece of furniture with a little bit of delicate wood on it, you can fix it with a brad pusher. Just put some wood glue on it, put it where it needs to be, check the length of your brad. Sometimes you might have to shorten it to make sure it doesn't stick through, and then just securely press it in, and you're all set. If you got a loose piece of trim around the house, you can just take a brad pusher and secure the trim back to the wall. Good to go. Now that you know what a brad pusher is, maybe you realized you need one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and check out my other videos on this channel, UNI DIY. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.